I'm Erin Frizz. I am the digital media coordinator here at Odot Central Office. I also helped put together the Ohio State Fair each year, and you may have seen me on The Loop. I co-host with like a big dork. Who actually, I don't know if he should even be in this meeting because he didn't pick up a fair shift this year.
You told me I didn't have to because my wife's going to have a baby during the fair.
Oh, you're not supposed to say that part.
A little sympathy.
Well, I wanted to say thank you so much for everyone that signed up to volunteer this year to work the fair. We really think it's going to be a great fair this year, so let's get started. So at the beginning, if you haven't already, go back to the back table and pick up a packet from Alyssa. It should have all of this following information: your fair tickets. So if you have one shift, you should only have one fair ticket. If you have like 5 different shifts, I don't know why you would have 5 different shifts, but if you do, then you would have 5 different fair tickets. Your fair shift schedule, it'll have a list of people who you're going to be working with and your times that you will be working the fair, parking tickets, map and directions, a name tag, and a compliance waiver. So let's kind of break down what each of those is. All right, I already went over that. You should have the same amount of fair tickets and parking tickets as you do shifts. So at the end, if you're like, Erin, hey, you didn't give me any fair tickets and I have 3 shifts, come yell at me at the end of this. There's also a parking map. It's huge, so I couldn't fit it on this PowerPoint. Probably would have strained your eyes if I did. So our parking will be right over here. I put a little parking picture on there from our stock footage. I also put DOT Zephyr where our booth will be at. So if you can't find that, just let me know. There's also, thanks to Rick Hens here in engineering, he gave us this directions last year. It's a really easy back way to get into the fairgrounds because the directions on the expo center are sometimes a little bit, just get you some stuck in traffic a bit. So this way, hopefully, we'll get you there quicker. If not, if you don't want to follow these, that's totally fine. You can go on the Ohio Expo Center website, or if you're like, hey, Erin, I just want some different directions, just email or talk to me at the end of this meeting. So let's see. This is where our Odot booth will be. We're right next to the butter cow, I believe. Is that what? Oh no, is that about right by where the horses are at?
Yeah, the parking structures on top of the cow barn.
Yes, and sometimes though, parking there, they sometimes will turn you down because there's limited parking there. I know last year I tried to park there and they turned me down. So you can always go to the north lot, where is our instructed lot to go to. But yeah, it's also right next to the where they hold concerts at too. So if you have any questions about where the Bricker building is, just let me know at the end. And then please wear your name tag at all times during the fair. That should also be in your packet. Make sure it's spelled correctly and everything looks okay, because we don't want anybody calling you by the wrong name. All right, our fair shift schedule. So I gave an example of Alyssa, who's in the back, who's helping me out today, and then my shift schedule. So Alyssa is working one fair shift. It's from Thursday, July 26th, 9:45 a.m. to 4 p.m. And on here I put who she will be working with. Now, if the day of the fair you're working with different people, that's totally okay. Things change. A day before the fair, someone says, I can't, my kid has to go to the doctor, I can't make it. That's totally okay. On the day of the fair, there should be a binder, and I'll have everyone's shift for that day and their phone numbers. So if you don't have someone that's supposed to be working the fair, you can give them a call and say, hey, I thought you were supposed to be working with me today. Just to make sure that they're still coming. And if not, then you can get to call me and say, hey, Erin, we need somebody else to work. And usually it'll probably be me who shows up. So she should only have one shift. Then if you're working more than one shift like me, you'll have first shift, second shift, third shift, or how many shifts you'll have. And the different people that you'll be working with. Now, does anybody have any questions? Because we did break down the shifts a little differently this year. The weekday shifts are usually going to be from 9:45 to 4 o'clock p.m., then from 4 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. But then on the weekends, it's broken down a little bit differently. It's from 9:45 a.m. is the opening to 2 p.m. Then there's a 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. shift, and then a 6 p.m. till 9:15 p.m. shift. Does anybody have any questions on that? Perfect. This is better. This is great. All right, so the compliance waiver. So you should have a compliance waiver in there. It's just basically you're going to hand it to us at the end of the meeting, just verifying that all your information's correct, you understand when your fair shift is, and once you fill out that form with your signature and phone number, you're going to give it to either Alyssa or I, and we'll give you your fair t-shirt. All right. Now, we're also taping this for people who couldn't make it out here today that are working in the different districts. So if you're like, hey, I can't hand it in to anybody, I'm like at District 3, it's okay. You can email, after this meeting, I'm going to email you and send all of your information. I'll state how many fare tickets you're going to have, how many parking tickets, your shift's information, and the spelling of your name. Once all of that, you look it over, and if it's correct, you'll sign that waiver and send it over to me. And then once I get that, I'll send you your packet through the Odot Pony. So let's see. All right, so this is what our fare booth is roughly going to look like. We have a lot going on this year. We have a virtual reality headset station, which is pretty cool, where people who are going to the fair will have a virtual reality experience of what it's like working on the side of the road. And hopefully the main goal is to take away that people should slow down and move over for all roadside workers. We also have our TMC TV wall. Did anybody work the fair last year here? Was that a hit last year? Yeah, like people would be sitting down on the bench just watching it for like, I felt like hours, but so that was a big hit. We're gonna have an environmental service station for kid activities, a sign garden with all, Josh Wilson from our sign shop, he's putting together all of these cool signs to show off to the public. But you guys will not have to really worry about any of that. You'll have specific stations. So what are those stations? All right, we'll have our iPad for Gov Delivery, job alerts, and traffic alerts sign up. And then we'll also have an iPad for zerodeaths.ohio.gov sign up, and another person working the fair, just walking around making sure everyone's okay, if they have any questions, just a friendly face. So let me break it down to you. Has anybody used, I'm hoping people have used Gov Delivery here? No? Oh, perfect, great learning experience. Okay, so I will show you that. I brought some iPads today. IT trusted me with 2 iPads. So that's good. So I can pass those around to you. And then, has anybody ever went on zerodeaths.ohio.gov? Yay, okay. It's pretty cool. It's our website you can use to submit safety messages for our freeway signs. So if you've seen any like funny messages, that's where people can submit them. So let me grab our iPads. So our Gov Delivery, we'll make sure our one Safari on one of the iPads is going to have our ODOT main website on it, and the other iPad is going to have the zerodeaths.ohio.gov. So you don't have to worry about like re-entering the website. I'll have it written down for you too at the. It's Buckeye 2018. Yeah.
Capital letters?
Capital B.
Yes. Let me see. All right, so if you see our main website, you see Jerry Ray, Odot Works, OGO, but there's this little red envelope at the right-hand corner. You're just gonna click on that. All right, and then it'll pop up and say subscription type. Now, it says also SMS text message. Don't click on that because we don't have the capability to do that yet. So just have them submit their email. And I made up an email for this. State Fair 18 at goodold.aol.com.
You got State Fair 12.
Oh, there we go.
Whoever has State Fair 12 with it.
Very upset. So I already entered in my information, but when somebody has a new email, they're going to have to set up a password and what type of subscription service they like. Because I already signed up, I just have to enter in my password, and it will show me all of the different things at Odot that I can sign up for to get alerts for. So if I want to get, let's say, job alerts for, let's see, Northeast Ohio, I would do job openings. Just do that for now, and I would click submit. Oh, I guess it doesn't show you the different counties that you can do. Let me go back. So for construction updates, it'll give you different counties that you can sign up for to get those job alerts. So if I click on Northeast Ohio and I do construction updates and I click submit, it'll give me a listing of different counties and different big metropolitan areas in Northeast Ohio. So if I want to find a job, say I live in like Summit County, but I want to see if I'm willing to go to Cuyahoga, Stark County, or actually no, that's for job openings. But say I live in Summit and I'm commuting to Cleveland, but I also am going for my master's in Stark County, and I'm commuting to all of these different places. Well, I can pick more than one county to get these traffic alerts for. So I can hit Stark, Summit, and also, let's see, I'll just say Eastern Cuyahoga, or both, you could, and submit. And then I'm signed up for traffic alerts. But you can have them check it out while they're there, because there's different things that they could be very interested in. If someone wants to sign up for public meetings, they can definitely do that. For loop updates, because everyone knows you can't miss a loop each week, right?
Absolutely.
Har, ha, har. Thank you.
Like,
So that is for Gov Delivery. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Now here's zerodeaths.ohio.gov. So all you're going to do once you get to the website, it says submit an idea. Just hit that. And here's some of the different safety messages we've already had. Exit to text it, drive hammered, get nailed. Do you know who came up with that one? Wonder. And then you can submit your message. Now, it's important to explain to them, I mean, they can read this, but there's only a 17-character limit per line. So sometimes people get very frustrated that they can't fit their whole message on one line. So it's just often a good reminder if they have a question like, why can't I fit, like, Matt Bruning is a dork on this whole line? I'm like, it's okay, you can break it up that way. So if you say, like, slow down, move over. I can't fit over, but I could do slow down, move over. If I'm not like, if I want to just do like a simple safety message, if they want to get more creative with it, they can. They just have to understand the limits. All right. And there's also, we're going to have a TV that'll have a video reel of different like videos from Odot. There's also going to be a Who Knew segment where he explains the limits and what you can submit and what you can't submit on the website. So they can also go over there and listen to that if they don't want to read it. All right, does anybody have any questions? Okay. Close all tabs. All right, so we have our TMC wall, and we have our, which has 8 Odot cameras on it. And in the middle is going to be our OGO website. So if some people are just being like, wow, like how can I get this? How I thought my law fell off. They're like, wow, how can I get this information? Right over here on this TV stand, we have all of our different OGO information. So you can hand them different things, how to sign, like how to download the app on your phone, or we have these nice OGO fans. So if people are hot, they're constantly fanning themselves with OGO, which is always nice. And then also what's really important, behind these curtains is where we have a lot of our replenishment items. So if you're all out of OGO, if you're all out of OGO fans, you can just go behind the curtains. There should be more of those there, any brochures. Sometimes we also, if we don't have that much room back there, we'll also put some items underneath the table. Does anybody have any questions yet? All right. Okay, so last year with our TMC wall, we had a bit of problems turning off the TVs because it's really strange. If you have the remote and you're just trying to turn off the television right in the middle of the screen, it won't go off. It's like really crazy. So I had a video from last year that I took. I'm sorry it's not in horizontal video format, it's vertical, but,
Sorry,
oh, hello. Oh, no, you're fine.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I was taking care of all the other problems.
So here's a little video of that. So the remote control for the TMC wall is right behind it. So if you open up the curtain, you should be able to pick it up. And you're going to be pointing the remote controller at the left-hand lower corner of the TV. That will turn them off. So you just go up to each one, turn off, and that's it. Pretty easy. But I know I would get constant calls last year, like right in the morning and right at close, and they'd be like, Erin, I can't turn off the TV or can't turn on the TV. And they're like, I think we need new batteries. I was like, no, it's okay. Just aim right at that sensor, and you should be good.
But it's one remote for.
Yeah, same remote for all the yeah, don't worry. We don't have like 9 different remotes all hiding around. That would be a fun scavenger hunt, though. Of me and my.
There you are.
There's me. I might have been like checking out my hair too, making sure there was no frizz or anything. Exactly. So, now also at the fair, we're gonna have a binder. I'm working the first fair shift, so I'll send that day a email saying where everything is. The fair binder is gonna have opening and closing directions. I'll take some pictures and make a little include it with this PowerPoint. Fair shift schedules and phone numbers. So with that compliance waiver that you'll be handing to either Alyssa or I at the end of this meeting, it'll also have your phone number. That way, it'll have all of our fair shifts for the entire fair and all of the numbers. So in case you need to call somebody, you definitely can there. We also have Gov delivery instructions, which is nice. I think, did I bring them down here? Oh, yes, I did. So I made like a little packet of how you sign up for Gov delivery if you forget. And then also this PowerPoint will be included in the fair binder. And if you think of anything else that you want in that fair binder, just let me know. You can give me a call or give me an email like, hey, Erin, can you add this to the binder? And that's no problem. All right. Is there any questions? Yes.
Do you want us to wear jeans or is there?
Oh, really great question. You can wear jeans for this one. We wore jeans last year, didn't we? Yeah, or like, maybe he did. Yeah, you can even wear like khakis too. Like I think I wore khaki Bermudas last year. So as long as they're at a decent length, you could wear jean capris too, because it can get like pretty hot in there sometimes.
I think the only thing they really restrict is blue jeans that don't look good.
Right.
You can wear blue jeans, but they need to look decent. They can have holes all through them and all that.
Or acid wash, or yeah.
So no shorts?
Oh, no, you
You can wear shorts. Just make sure they're like, just make sure they're not like short shorts, right? Like no basketball shorts from the 70s. We don't want to see that at the state fair. But yeah, as long as they're appropriate length, and again, like they don't have any holes in them.
And they really discourage wearing sandals. I wouldn't go to the fair with sandals on anyways, but they do discourage wearing sandals at the booth. You know, tennis shoes is fine or something.
Oh, yeah.
That's appropriate, but.
Yeah, and we're gonna have like kid activities there, so you don't want a kid like running around and then like stomping on your foot. That won't be a nice fair shift. So yeah, I would very highly recommend tennis shoes. Any other questions? Okay. Well, if everything's correct in your packets, you can meet us at the back table, and then we will give you your t-shirt for the fair. If there's any other things that are wrong with your packets, come see me, and then I can make those changes.
Good.